Welcome back, guys. It's time to hang on to your hats because we're gonna get down and dirty. I've decided that I really want the airports to work, and not just work, but work really well. And people have been asking for passenger transport and stuff, and I'm totally happy to do some passenger transport. So we're going to forget about the industry just for a little bit, and we're going to get on with sorting out some of this stuff. Now, you'll notice, look at this. I've loaded up some new skins for the planes, specifically for the A320s. I've loaded up a bunch of A320s. In fact, if we go in here, we should see that we've got Qantas and EasyJet and whatever that one is. I think that's Lufthansa, Scandinavian Airways, and there's also a British Airways. So we'll have a mixture of A320s, but we're going to mix it up and have different planes. I'm going to be bringing different planes in as well. So first thing is that. Right, let's get some stuff sorted out. So first thing, the two airlines. Of course, there's no planes there. We're going to take these two planes, and I'm just going to. I can't do it from there. I've got to go to line manager. There we go. I'm going to say go to the depot and be sold, and you go to the depot and be sold. I just want them out of the freaking way for a while we get everything sorted out. You going to the depot to be sold? Yes, you are. Good boy. Well done. Okay, and over at Ashton. Yeah, same thing's happening. All the planes going off and being sold. Nice. Now, this station over here, we're going to move this station, this airport, and we're going to have some high-speed passenger trains linking up Ashby, Ashton, West Ham, and Tewkesbury. So there's going to be a high-speed passenger service going from Ashby to Ashton, West Ham, Tewkesbury, and it's going to be linked up to this. So this is going to be taken back a bit because I'm going to move the airport in between these two towns, so it's going to be moved over here. First thing is for all of these guys to get sold. You know what? Let's let them get sold. Let's look at something else that we're going to be doing, because this is going to be a bunch of episodes, guys. Because I've been spending a couple of hours looking at stuff that I want to do, and I started looking at the transport systems in the towns, and just things like, for example, if I bring up this this goods route, right? This goods route, the trucks are coming down this road, and then they're coming through this really horrible, nasty little junction here, right? And when you get a bunch of trucks, come through all together, it gets very, very gnarly down here. And I was thinking, well, you know, what we need to do is reroute them so they don't go that way. And in actual fact, they're dropping off. If I bring up the stops for a second, they're dropping off at Springfield Road here. So in actual fact, if we put a road going, say down here and then up here, then the trucks could just go around there, and they don't have to go anywhere near the city centre. And then you think, well, hang on a second, that's exactly what, you know, town planners and people who sort out the traffic, that's a totally real life thing that they have to do. We've got the dual stocks now. Excellent. I've loaded up some new mods, by the way, and Nick Rogie, I apologise that I haven't sorted out the collection. I was adding a bunch of mods just before I started this, because I wanted some new vehicles. I've added the planes. I've added the Citadis 302. So we've got a better tram to use. I've added, come over here. I've added the elevated train station, which is this thing. And you can either, now when I first looked at this, I was like, oh man. I mean, it's great, the elevated station. You got the road that goes underneath, right? But I hate that. Like, if I was doing like a really futuristic thing, then great, but I really hate that roof. But you know what? You can turn it off. I mean, you can turn it down to less dense so that it's only got like half as many of those beams, or you can turn it off to just that. And that is awesome. We're definitely going to be using those. Right, so that's that. Right, all of the planes. And then I started looking at the trams, and I actually started playing around. And okay, for example, we've got this tram station. We've got this route to Biggleswade Airport, right? But there's no way for the people on this side of town to get to the airport, right? So what we actually need is another tram route that comes probably off here, goes up this road, and then under the bridge here, and comes through into like this tram station, right? So yeah, there's a whole load of things we need to do to really make this stuff work, and I'm gonna frickin' make this stuff work. Right, first things first, pause. Right, this is going goodbye, and this road can go, and so can that. Oh, now, okay, this airport's going. I've got to do this to push this tram up here, otherwise it's going to get stuck on a bit of road. And you can go. Boom, 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 boom. In fact, you can go a little bit further. There we go. Okay, so why the hell have I just demolished all of that? Oh, and that one's going. Just so you know. Right. Well, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to raise this up a little bit. So, raise terrain. I'll do it with the medium brush strength. And what I want to do is just raise that up, kind of like that. Now, why has that done that? Stupid thing. Let's see if we can't smooth that out. Yeah, it will smooth out. You sometimes get these little spots that behave kind of weirdly. Okay, I want to come up a little bit more than that, so let's bring you up again. See, you get this little spot. I don't know what it is that causes that, but yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So we are going to have in the centre of here. I think I'm going to put a high-speed rail link in. Yeah, I think I'm going to put a high-speed rail link in. So let's start doing this stuff. Let's have did they do what station? Now the question is, no, you know, I tell you what, for this one, I'll do the airports differently. So for this one, actually, for this one, because it's got the two airports, that would actually be kind of good because people can walk between the two, and that they need to be able to walk between the two. Yeah, okay, yeah. So we're going to use this one then for here. So I'm going to put this in like that. Sweet. Now that's brought our level up a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is grab an airport and flip it around. Now that should be parallel. That should be parallel. So let's pop you in there, and then we'll get another one. Pop it in on the other side. Flip it around 180 degrees, and we're going to go in there. Now, how much have we raised the terrain by? Yeah, we've come up like enough, so that it's a bit more reasonable. Okay, now the question is, can I get roads in between here? This one's not quite straight. That one's dead straight. This one's not quite straight. Let's put that one back in again. I'm going to get really fussy. And it's going to be really, like, I hope it's going to be really creative, and I'm going to go all Bob Ross on your asses again. So let's put that in. Now I want this kind of like max width. So that looks about straight, doesn't it? Right. Okay, so we've got our two airports in, and I've remembered to actually put the 3 terminals in, which is kind of nice for a change. Okay, now that's at max size. I want this high brush strength, and I want to smooth this terrain off. Now, along here, I'm going to put in some... Now, I'll try... Where are we? I was going to try extra large roads, but I don't know. Will it? Oh, yes, we can get extra large roads in. Well, would you believe it? I didn't think we'd get extra large roads in. Okay, well, we want these to be flat. So let's put... That looks absolutely bang on straight. Let's see if it is. No. This is the problem though, trying to get them to come out exactly straight. That looks. I think I've got it. I think I've got what's a straight one. Hooray! Okay, so that. And then we want the same on the other side. So, except I can't do it on that side, which means that that needs to come out just a fraction more, I think. So let's get rid of that again. New airport, flip it around. Okay, so let's full extension there. Now let's see if we can get this darn thing to work. Okay. Yes, we can. All right. I need to make sure this is, yes, this is level. That doesn't look level to me. No, yeah, it wasn't. That's level. Cool. And same on the other side. Now, I'm going to do a fair amount of this in normal speed, but I am going to be doing some of it in time lapse because there's going to be so much to do. Like especially when I start messing around with the transport in the actual cities, it's gonna take quite a while to do a lot of those. Alrighty. Okay, that looks a hell of a lot better just to start with, doesn't it? Okay, so what I'm thinking is, let's get a small country road. I'll run it across. Let's do it so that it's at the tip of the station, like that. And the same on this end. There. And then we'll trim those ends off. Boom, boom, boom. And then we'll see if we can get it to do something, I don't know, nice and fancy. So, we'll bring you out like that. Will you do... Okay, let's try getting rid of those roads. See if we can get this to do something that looks nice for a change. Oh, yeah. I love it. I love these little semicircles. They look so good. And we want the same thing on this end. Come out straight and yes. Alrighty. We're heading in the right direction, guys? I think we are. Let's crank this size down so that I can smooth this stuff out. And if all of this works the way it's working at the moment, then I'll actually take the time and decorate this stuff properly. Wouldn't that be nice? Now, the only problem is where you've got these pillars, you won't get the terrain to level off quite properly. So let's get rid of this station and we'll level off the terrain and then we'll put it back in again. So there we go, all nice and level and smooth. And then we'll get our nice elevated station again, flip it around and in it goes. Let's make sure that it's absolutely bang on. There. Oh, this could look nice. This could look nice. Now, one of the mods that I loaded, that I haven't mentioned so far, I loaded a tram station that you can have in the centre of the road. So here we go. That you can have in the centre of the road. So I'm kind of wondering how I could utilize that. You know what? I tell you what, maybe we could do. If I took out that section there, like that section there. I think I'll have to redo these, but I just want to kind of see how this. So if I put a tram station in like that, that would kind of work. And then put one there. Or I could put them both at this end. I'm thinking one there and one there might look good. What do you think? Okay, what options have we got on there? Let's have a look. Because I must admit, I haven't played around with this. Okay, well, we've just got electric. So, does that put the... Yeah, that puts all the catenaries on. And what's this? Hochfleur, Niederfleur. Oh, I tell you what, I think this is the floor height. You see there's a little step up there to the pavement. Let's just check and see if it's that. No, it's not that. It's in the centre. Can you see that platform in the centre is kind of elevated? But if you've got a low floor tram, yeah, there we go. You want them lower. So that's what that's about. Okay, that's cool. I like that. So in that case, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. And we'll put in these. Now I'm looking at it and thinking, hang on, do I need 2 trams? Do I need 2 tram stations? I kind of think I probably should have 2 tram stations. So that one's going to go there. And this one. Now, do I put this one on this side, like opposite? Or do I put it there? I think I put it here, actually. Yeah, what the hell? Let's put it there. And there. So actually, I could have left that bit in. Yeah, well, these things are sent to try. Now, you can have the trams going through here. If we upgrade this to, where is it? Tram track. We can put tram track through there, so they can actually turn around under the station, which is kind of nice, I think. So did I click the upgrade? But I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Apply. There we go. So now we can have our trams going underneath there, which I think is quite nice as well. All right, so let's sort this out then. So we want, what do I want? I want my extra large country road. I want tram track, and now, oh yes, oh I like that quite a lot. Boom, in it goes. Sweet. Let's smooth you off. Shrink you down so you'll do that a bit better. There we go. I'm starting to really like this. Okay, now on the other side, we just want some regular large roads coming straight out. That's coming up at a bit of an angle, isn't it? You come, oh, come out straight. There we go. That looks pretty straight. Now this time we can just line it up with the end of the station, like I did before. So, like that. Will you come out straight? Oh, come out straight. Nah, that's not quite. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, not quite. Sometimes this can be really easy, and sometimes this can be really freaking difficult. Come on, come out straight. No, that's coming out at an angle. Oh, have I got it this time? And that's coming in slightly. Let's try doing it from this way. Maybe this will be more successful. No, see that's curving slightly. It is a bit fiddly. Well, that might be the best I can do, really. No, that's awful. That's coming way at an angle. Let's try this again. Come on. Like, seriously, all I want to do is just create a bloomin' straight road. How hard can it be? That's not quite centered. How about there? That looks right. Okay, that'll do. And put in a nice little semicircle, and now it all looks neat and tidy. Okay, cool. So we want a road coming out from there, going up there. Now, this can be, I think, just a large road with, doesn't need tram tracks. How's it at this end? Is it like relatively smooth? Yeah, it looks okay. Yeah, it looks okay. That looks good enough, I think. So let's crank you up, high strength. Smooth this off a little bit. Again, I will try to avoid as much of this as possible and do it offline. But let's just take kind of the rough edges off. Okay. So just raising it up, like even that much, has kind of helped with this. I think just generally the whole thing's a bit better. Now we come down this hill here. I'm thinking we're gonna have to push this back a little bit, because I don't think we need to come down that far. And if we don't need to come down that far, then there's no point coming down that far. Yeah, it should be kind of sort of about right-ish. Right, let's get out. Am I gonna go with? I want electric. Do I want bus lanes? You know what? I'm gonna have bus lanes on this section. Do I go with the extra large? That's the question. I've got to say, I'm kind of tempted to go with the extra large. Oh, kids ask your parents, right? So that's going down slightly. I'm really tempted to, because I don't really like how steep that bit is. So I think I'm going to redo that a little bit. So let's get rid of that, and get rid of that, and get rid of that. All right, let's try this again. I don't know, extra large or large. I think maybe large. I think maybe extra large is just a little bit too much. Yeah, that's about the same height all the way across. So that's definitely better. Ooh. And you know, I'm kind of tempted to do a huge bridge, but I'm not going to. We don't want a bridge in there. Thanks very much. So let's accept that. And then I'm going to change this. Whoops. Come back. I'm going to change this to a regular street. Here we go. Large streets. We'll keep those. Upgrade. So I want to bring it out. Yeah, probably about to there. Cool. Now this part of town, which is also sloping down here, we can redo that stuff as well. And I am aware of this tram. It's kind of been stranded over here. So yeah, let's get rid of these low down streets. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm going to have quite a big job to do on sorting the terrain out here, because quite literally I'm going to have to raise all of the terrain like this. But probably more than I'm raising it at the moment. And then I'm going to have to smooth it all off. How's that? Yeah, you can see over here, like, that needs to come up like a fair bit more. Something more like that, probably. And then it all needs to be smoothed off, which is, yeah, that whole process is going to take a bit of time. So I will do that offline. And I need to think how I'm going to dress this area up, because I really want to dress this up. I don't know. I was thinking about, I don't know, I could have put some pastures in, have some animals out in the fields, that kind of stuff. Yeah, you know what, that's actually kind of an idea. Might do something like that. So let's get you, let's get at least get this stuff relatively level, kind of sort of ish at that end. There we go. Okay, and then yeah, you know what? Let's just I think we'll just get rid of that, and let's put in I don't know, like so a large street. We don't need bus lane, no. Tram, no. Let's just have a large street coming off in this direction. I'm then going to let the town like do what it wants to do with it, and I'd really like to upgrade this road for sure. So let's upgrade it to at least a medium road. So, and upgrade. There we go. All right. Okay, having messed around with all of that, that does look freaking awesome. I love that. Let's at least get the trams hooked up again. So let's see, we've got Biggleswade Airport, and Biggleswade Airport is now actually this thing rather than these tram stations. So we want Biggleswade Airport. We want that name changed. That's going to be Biggleswade Airport Rail. There we go. So we don't want to stop there, and we do. Now, do I put in like two lines? One that goes to this one and one goes to this one, or do I just have it stop at both? Maybe we'll just have it stop at both. Yeah, we'll just have it stop at both, I think. So we'll... Now, which way is which? I think we want it to... No, we want it to go there first. So we want to go... Okay, well that hasn't worked. Let's try that again. So... Okay, that's right. And then stop it. Oops. So stop at that one and then stop at that one. Oh, because I put them the same way round and it's one way. Yeah. Is it one way? No, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be one way. Yeah, why is that going that way? That's kind of weird. Okay, I'll try. I was going to say I'll try putting it the other way, but no, these are. I mean, these are two-way stations, aren't they? Okay, let's no, don't destroy that. Let's bring this up. Terminals. So you're going into Terminal 3 at the moment. Like, what if I tell you to go to Terminal 4? Go to Terminal 4. Oh, there you go. That's the solution. So we'll lock you in there, and you will lock you in there. Alrighty. That works kind of nicely. Okay, so we currently have the old... well, I say old. Well, we've got the Cobras on there. Now, this is something else I want to do. I want to play around with, like really personalize the place. So I'm going to change the colours on this line. These are going to be the airport trams. So we'll make these, I don't know, like, let's see what they look like yellow. What do they look like yellow? Where's a tram? Ooh, bright red trams. I kind of like that idea. Let's replace them with the Citadis 302. And replace now. Yes, please. Now, let's see. We've got, what as I said, we've got 5 trams on there. Okay, well, we're going to want more trams than that. Now, this whole thing of going into here, I have to say, I'm not a massive fan of that, and I'm seriously thinking that this might get replaced with a through station to improve the access. Like, I'm looking at it now and thinking, yeah, I really want to do that. But the thing is, I do kind of like this. And this is like, this kind of makes it Biggleswade, this station being here. So I think I'm going to force myself to live with that. Now on the other side, it's a whole different ball of wax. This little station, these little two platform stations aren't big enough for trams. They're just not big enough. Like, like no way. So we're going to have to do something else with this. So I think what we're going to do is be a bit radical. Okay, that was worth playing around with. That was genuinely worth playing around with. That I can live with. It's a little bit there, but yeah, I can live with that. What do you think? That's way better, isn't it? That's freaking awesome. I love that. You know, yeah, that was so worth all the pain and suffering to get it to work. All right. Yes. Whoops. I didn't want the bulldozer. I want that. Drop you down a little bit. Touch of a smooth on there. And maybe a little bit bigger. And smooth that bit off there. Alrighty. How do we look? Oh, answer is we look pretty good. Okay, cool. So, man, I at one point I was like, do I really want it? Like, I've got myself into such a mess here, but oh yeah, it worked out. It worked out. I kind of don't like this, I have to say. I think we're gonna have to get rid of you so that we can smooth this off. Smooth you off like that, and then we'll see what builds, and we'll figure it out. Okay, right. So having put having put that in, what I was going to do was get this additional tram route coming down here. So the trams would come from the tram station. They'd come down here, then they'd have to go under here. So that road actually needs to have, where are we? That needs to be, what? Oh, yeah, like, okay. No, that's why, because, there we go, medium straight. There we go. That's got the bus lanes and trams in. Yep. So now this is going to be, yeah, see that street there, that needs to connect either to that street or that street, because we've got three junctions like really close together, and that's kind of horrible for the traffic. So so that's going to have to go. I think we'll bring it into that one. So you're going to come up here and then hook into there. Yeah, then we can have the houses coming around here, away from the bridge. Yeah, okay, that works. Right, let's turn the bus lanes off. Tram lane, track, no. Okay. Connect that to there and that to that one. Cool. Actually, well, so this tram goes down there. I think this tram is going to have to go, yeah, down to there, and then we want a road coming off over there. So let's get large street. That's nice tram tracks. So this is going to come off and hook onto there. So if we bring it out kind of like that, and then just hook it on there. Yep, that works. Awesome sauce. But I didn't. Yeah, I got bus lanes and tram tracks on. Oh, no. Let's try that again. I thought I got them on. I got them off. Right, let's put that in there. There we go. Alrighty. So now we can have a second tram line from this side of town going through there. Let's put that in. So this is going to be, you know what, I'm going to make these, am I going to make these yellow for the airport trams? I kind of might, actually. I got to say, that's kind of a tempting idea. So you're going to go from there to, yeah, no, that works. It's funny that they're using different lanes. You'd think that they'd be using the same lanes, but they're not. Okay, let's get some stops in, because the whole point of doing this is to get as much traffic to the airports as possible. So as well as people getting into the centre, like with, I don't know, the trains or like whatever form of transport they're using, buses. We've got intercity buses coming in here and all kinds of stuff. As well as that, we want to pick up like local traffic on the way. So it makes sense, for example, to put in a bus stop like there for this line. So let's get out of there. Let's put in Biggleswade Airport. So this is going to go from Grange Road, which is this. Yeah, I might change that. I might change the name of that station. Instead of calling it Grange Road, let's call it what's it? Biggleswade Central. I'm going to call it Biggleswade Central Bus. Yeah, that'll do. So from Biggleswade Central Bus, after that we want to stop there to pick up passengers on the way out. And then after Biggleswade Exchange, we want to stop on the way back. Boom. There we go. Okay, so that's that. And I want to change this to yellow, don't I? Let's make this like a dirty yellow. Oh, the other one's a bright yellow. Okay. So this one goes all the way up here. Now, I want to encourage the town to grow out again here, having knocked it all down. Let's do a little bit of work on this. And bring that up. Smooth some of this off. Okay, there we go. So, do I put, I don't know, I think I'll probably put some streets in here just to kind of encourage it. Let's have a street. Let's have a street that runs kind of sort of parallel. Yeah, let's do that. So I want bus lanes, no, trams track, no. Put that in. Level off the old terrain. Cool. And I'm going to put one more street in, like, I don't know, like that maybe. Okay. Now this is doing some funny things here, but don't worry about that because as soon as I make it trams, it'll be forced to go on the tram tracks. So let's do that. We want some trams on here. Buy trams. We'll put the Citadis on. We want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's put like 8 trams on there. This is going on line 1. I need to do a little bit of hooking up. Let's make so bus lane, yes, tram, yes. Let's move you over there. Well, because the tram station's on this side. I need to be able to hook it round here, so let's put in there. I think that's then hooked us into the network on this side. So let's try that again. How many? I've only got 3 vehicles on there. Set line all. Line 1. And then 1 is complaining that it can't get there, apparently. Set line all, line 1. Wow, okay, I've never had that happen before. That's very weird. Let's bring up line 1. And vehicles. Okay, so we've got them all on there, eventually. Weird. Okay, let's shut that down. Let's shut that down, so we're just dealing with these 2 lines. Okay, and the vehicles on this, I want to add probably 3, 2 or 3. I think probably maybe 2. So let's get a couple of those. Bye-bye, and you're going on to Biggleswade Airport. So this is going to be, I guess we'll call this Biggleswade Airport 1. And we'll call this Biggleswade Airport 2. So TR for tram. Biggleswade. Oh, trying to spell it right. Biggleswade Airport 2. Okay. Stations 1 and 2 are not connected. That's the bus and tram station. Bus and tram station 3. And Beagleswade Exchange. Okay, so where have we got a problem? We've obviously got a problem in the roads. So that up and that. There we go, that's better. The hell? Weird. I mean, that looks like that's got catenaries. Oh, it's just lampposts. Okay, my bad. Let's hook that up that way as well. Okay, so now it should be working. Yes, now it's working. Holy man, that took a bit of setting up.